All right, here we go. So crafting your unique identity, guys. This is important, and just to drill this into your mind. When I say 90% of people are failing, that's actually a fact, right? That's a data-driven, non-opinionated reality, and this channel is about answering that question and answering it as why. And the why is because you're not creating a unique identity, right? Because there's so many agents. On my real estate board, there's 70,000 real estate agents, part of the Toronto real estate board. Like, it's a lot, right? Everybody knows a realtor. So how do you create a unique identity? The reason to my success as getting to top 1% is carving out a way to be unique. And anyone can do it, everybody can do it, but we just don't really think about it, right? And we don't think about it because, as to my last video, and follow along here, this is why people are unable to get to the top 1%, okay? And I haven't heard this answer on social media ever, on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Nobody actually talks about this stuff, which is why I think this channel is wicked, by the way. Here we go. You're not unique. And you're not unique because everyone's trying to work with their circle of influence. That's not going to take you to glory because your circle of influence isn't good enough. That's the reality. You ask agents, what do you do to generate leads? And they all say referrals, my database. Well, for 95% of you, it's not good enough. You're not going to get to where you want to go, which is to quit your job and to work real estate full time and do 12 deals or more. Haven't we understood? Calm down. Ooh. Haven't we understood this by now? Haven't you understood this by now that for the last 50 years, agents are not succeeding, only working their referral and database, right? Because 95% of you don't have that strong of a database right now. So you have to build it up. Then when you build it up, you can work your database because you've built it up. Make sense? So how do you build it up? Well, in order to build it up, you have to get clients and people to work with you that are not your mother and your sister and your brother and your best friend. I'm done again, right? This is important to me, guys. This is important for me, for our relationship, right? And so ours, I'm talking to you directly now. This is important for our relationship because I created this channel because I got tired of the nonsense. And I'm giving you the answer shortly, so stay along here. But I got tired of the nonsense of nobody answering these questions, right? So here we go. Because you don't have an existing database and you have to go and build up your new database, okay? How do you do that? Well, in order to do that, you have to be unique now. Because your mother is not working with you because you're unique, because she has to, or your sister, your aunt, or your friends. So what are the things that you can do now to be unique enough for a stranger who doesn't know you to want to work with you? Not only that, how do you get business from a stranger that already knows 5 other realtors to skip the people that they know to work with you? Make sense? You have to put yourself in such a unique situation where people are going to work with you very well knowing they have a family friend or someone that they can also work with, but they're just going to say, you know what? No, I want to work with you instead. And how do you put yourself into that situation so that you are maximizing your database of your 3 to 4 deals you're going to do anyways every single year? But how do you now change from the 4 to 5 or the 6 you're already doing and add on another 8 or 9 or 10 to combine it to get to 15 deals a year to be able to quit your job? Because if you look at your numbers right now, you're plateauing. 4 deals a year, 4 deals, 5 deals, 6, 7, 4, 3, 2, 5, 8, 5, 6. You're not climbing out of that box. And to climb out of that box, you have to have a unique advantage. So what do you do? I'll give the answer. Here we go. All right, free of charge. So here we go. What you do, you don't have to be the queen and king of the USA to be successful. Because all you need is 12 transactions, a deal every single year. It will take you to 6 figures for most of you guys, and then you guys are okay, right? So you geographically farm an area. Now we're not going to go over this video particularly, okay? We're not going in this video. I'm not going over how to geographically farm. I'll talk about that in other videos. But the strategy, the concept is that you become the expert in an area doing something, right? In a niche area, a niche within a niche within a niche. So for example, I live in Canada. Within Canada, there's provinces. I'm in Ontario. Within Ontario, I'm in a city. It's called Toronto. Drake. I'm in Toronto. I'm in Ontario, right? Within Ontario, there are cities. Well, the major city, okay, fine, is Toronto. Then around Toronto, you have regions. You have the Peel region. You have the York region. You have the Durham region. So I'm in a region near Toronto, right? Within that region, you have other minor cities: Pickering, Ajax, Whitby, Oshawa, Bowmanville, Curtis, right? About, let's say, 300,000 people per city. I focus within Ajax, okay? Then within Ajax, you have north, east, south, west. I am South Ajax. Then within South Ajax, I am Southeast Ajax. Then within Southeast Ajax, I focus on the northern part. Because about, let's say 50 to 60 homes sell there every year. So what I've done is I've become the expert in that 50 to 60 where they believe I'm the best realtor on planet Earth. Why? Because I've sold like 50 houses there. I've sold so many homes on the same street that the top agent in the States couldn't even come and convince that street, that area, they will do a better job than I can. They would trust me more. Make sense? So you have to carve out something that's unique about you. What's unique about me to that community where 50 homes sell every single year. What's unique to me is that they just know I can do the job because I've done it so much. I'm the local expert. So because of that, I will then pick up, say, 10, 11 deals a year just from that pocket. Then they have to buy something. Make sense? So you'll do 15 deals just from niching down within there. So I have created a unique identity. Makes sense? My website, is Durham Region Homes. Like it's Durham, not Homes, it's another one, right? But it has the local area Durham in it. I don't have to be the expert of all of Canada to get 12 transactions, man. You don't have to be the expert in all of Florida, in all of Atlanta. You can just pick a pocket that sells, that you can do the data, right? It's not this video, but you can find the data that will show you how many homes are selling in a pocket. Then you pick that pocket and you become the expert. Maybe that pocket has lakefront views in Atlanta, whatever, right? Lakefront views in Atlanta. So now you're focusing, you're that niche expert on helping people sell and transition lakefront views Atlanta, right? Maybe the area that you are has a lot of bungalows that is far up north or somewhere that attracts elderly people trying to retire. So you're the expert in the bungalows in that area. So everyone just knows you as doing that, right? And you watch all the Beverly Hills TV shows, right? On Selling Sunset. They do the same thing. They are the Hollywood, they're like the LA expert for luxury properties. They just niche down on that little area. So they become the local expert. Are you doing commercial? Are you doing residential? Do you normally help people that are upsizing to a larger property? Like my expertise, right? I focus on usually people my age as well. A lot of my demographic, they're upsizing. So I focus on upsizing. I also focus on selling, right? Because you can be a seller realtor, you can be a buyer realtor. Make sense? So I specialize in a listing agent. So they see me as the one that is going to do the best job to get their property sold because I niche down even to that angle. I don't really go after first-time buyers as much. I'm going to build my business, but not right now. But I niche down to a residential realtor. I don't focus on commercial. I do residential. Then I do residential within a small pocket of a community that I know does 50 transactions. I focus on selling the property. Make sense? So Only when you niche down, niche, and you find your whatever it is, whether you're selling land or whether you're doing farmland, you don't want to be this person that is jack of all everything, because you're not going to get the people that are really going to come and say, you know what, I want to work with that person. And I would say this, the best way to beat out other realtors by carving a niche is for the community to think you're the best person. And the only way to do that is to sell so many damn houses in that area, so that by the time they're walking their dog and their pets and they're walking around, they see your face on for sale signs everywhere, because you sell every house. So you're a mini celebrity. You turn yourself into a mini celebrity because you've concentrated on the same area. 90% of agents don't do that. It's crazy, right? If you don't have a good database, if you don't have a very strong database and you have to build it up, and you want to be a listing agent, you have to farm an area. You be a unique individual, and people don't farm. People don't focus, right? If you go on the MLS, wherever you are in any state, and you go to any community that has 50 homes that sell every year, you do the math. You go back from 2000, 01, 02, 03, 04, all the way up, and you literally just look at the data. You'll see that if there's 50 home sales, one agent sold every single one. One. Like you'll sometimes get one agent that did maybe two. Very rarely one agent did 3 out of the 50 in 1 year. It's usually all these one-offs, right? One-offs. You want to be the person that sold 10 out of the 50 or 5 out of the 50, because now you're carving out your niche and you're being unique. But agents just don't do it. And they don't do it because they don't have a hunt mentality. They have I'm going to sit down and call my friends and family mentality, and it's not the right. It's good. You got to do it, but you got to hunt. You got to farm. So if anything you're taking from this video before I go is that I fundamentally believe that if you are not going to geographically zone down to an area and be the local realtor in that area, so you can carve out your unique niche, so that all the people that are homeowners, when they want to sell, they say, I don't know, man, I want to use aunt, cousin, so-and-so, but I don't know, that lady or that guy, Kenneth, he sold so many homes here. He's the expert. I got to work with him because he's the expert. I've seen him sell 50 homes in front of my face, right? You have to get the community to that level. And the only way to do that is to carve out a unique strategy and to uniquely pick one pocket. How to pick it and strategies around that's the next video, but I want you to tackle geographical farming. And by the way, there's a lot of different lead gen pillars. People do expires, they do FSBOs, there's all these open houses, and there's all these different ways that people talk about. So how do you generate your leads? I want you to add geographical farming to your strategy, okay? Until next time, later guys. And of course, you have any suggestions, comments, feedback, let me know, okay? Later.